Well, here we go. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen, as we are here with game number 5. This is the first scheduled game of the day. We just finished up the makeup from last night. Well, let's turn the mic over to Chuck and get us up to speed.
All right, thanks, Ken. It's 10:45, and first pitch, a little bit behind, but we'll make up ground fairly easily, I think, today. It's going to be Max Sabota leading things off for Arcadia. Sabota playing left field. Sabota number 11. On the mound is Brandon Schiller for Stratford. Behind the plate is Brady Berg. You make a quick apology for mispronouncing names, but I have a knack for that. Brady Schmidt is at first. The pitch is fouled away. The count now at 2-2 to Sabota. Riley Spindler is playing second base. Jack Tubbs the shortstop, and Vance Kilman is at third for Stratford. The 2-2 pitch to Sabota. Fouled off again. The outfield for Stratford, Henry Zaleski is in left. Alex Chapel, the center fielder, in Landon Zwazlon. And he'll be the one that I'll pronounce a half a different ways today. Sorry about that. Zwazlon. And there's a walk for Sabota. He'll lead things off for Arcadia. Arcadia comes in with a record of 15-10. Stratford with a record of 24-5 on the summer season. This brings up Preston Scow, number 6, the third baseman. There's an attempt that goes foul. The count 0-1 on Scow. See if he looks to bunt again. He does. Brings the bat around. He pulled the bat back. Pitch gets by the catcher. And Sabota will move on down to second with a wild pitch.
1-1, Billy.
Ken, here fairly soon I'm going to have you give us the roundup as far as umpires.
Okay.
The 1-1 pitch. That bounces in too. The runner at second is going to go on down to third, and he'll get caught stealing. Nice job there by Brady Berg behind the plate. Pitch bounced in. The runner took off. Berg able to corral it and then throw on down to third for out number 1. Scow at the count at 1-2. Scow will be followed by Carson Martin, and this is going to be down the first base side foul. We just saw a thriller in kind of the conclusion of the nightcap that we had last night. It was Little Chute pulling out a win, a walk-off win, 4-3 over Prairie to Chien. And I guess the boy, really put you on the spot here, Ken, today. I'm going to have you do a wrap-up of yesterday's games, 2 and scores. And so we got you going to be pretty busy here. The 2-2 pitch, there's going to be swung on and fouled back. Good hustle by the on-deck batter, Carson Martin, to pick up that ball and flip it back to the home plate umpire.
That rocked the camera a little bit back there.
2-2. It's going to bounce in again, and the count is going to be full to Scow. What about those umpires, Ken?
Well, let's take a quick peek here. We've got Bill Hanna behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. And down at first base, it's Casey Cox taking care of the calls. Here's a ground ball.
Base hit up the middle for Scow.
Ryan Hanna over at second, as you'll see him kind of move up now and take a position inside. And Brandon Mickelson over here taking care of third base and the foul line. So good crew here again. They were here yesterday.
Carson Martin batting now. Martin, number 17, the catcher today. And I think we had a balk.
We did.
So Scow moves on over to second. Martin swings and misses at the pitch. Nice looking swing there from Martin, the number 3 batter in the Arcadia lineup. One out, one on, runner at second. We're in the first inning. Count 1-1.
A bit of a tough start right now here for Stratford.
Hit by pitch there. We had, I'm going to say 4 hit batsmen in that first game. But you got to pitch inside too to be successful as a pitcher.
Yep.
One out, runners at first and second. This is Connor Walzine batting. Walzine, number 22, the shortstop. Walzine able to get out of there. Colts, somebody's saying, stay in there.
It's like, wait a minute.
You come up here and you take one of these.
No kidding.
I don't want to hit the ball. I don't want to get hit.
Yeah, he's like, I want to be the hammer. Come on.
2-1 the count. Runners at first and second get their lead. Their ground ball past the coach at first base. Two pitch, going to bounce in. The count is going to go full. Diamond in beautiful condition here, considering it. Oh, I mean, it is, without even considering the amount of rain and wind and everything that was here last night. 2 and 3 inch hail north and south of us. We didn't get that here in Prairie.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, definitely. We don't need hail. I don't care where you're at in the state.
Yeah, so in the West Salem area, they had stuff that was big as a baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Vernon Danes this morning at the hotel, and I said, boy, that would just shred the corn right now.
Oh, yeah, that would take care of the crops.
Yeah.
Damaged buildings, damaged cars. 2 outs. That was a strikeout. Walzine, this is going to bring up Maverick Wiskowski. He fouls the pitch off. Wiskowski, the center fielder. Number 8, playing the number 8 position. Fouled back. Runners at first and second, and we've already had a runner caught stealing. Off-speed pitch for a strike, and that's 3 outs. No runs here for Arcadia in the first.
Thanks going out to American Family Insurance, the Michael Lenzendorf agency here in Prairie du Chien. American Legion, the Jacob Koppas Post 258, which takes care of the Little Chute following. The Bank of Cashton, Scott Wall and crew, and Bethel Home and Services. And, of course, with that, It's Westby Bethel Boutique helping us out.
Home half of inning number 1. It'll be the top of the order here for Stratford. Jack Tubbs, Riley Spindler, and Braden Schiller. Tubbs, the shortstop. Number 7 pops the pitch up out of play down the first base side. On the mound is Logan Scow. Behind the plate, Carson Martin for Arcadia. Lefty delivers. There's a fly ball down the right field side, out of play on the fence. Vince Braun is playing first base. Cam Bolin there at second. Connor Walzine, shortstop, and Preston Scow is at third base for Arcadia. The lefty. Again, there's a fly ball out towards right field again. This is Logan Aspenson. He'll make the catch for out number 1. We'll go from Aspenson in right field to Maverick Drozlowski in center and Max Sabota in left. A fly ball out towards right center field, and a nice hustle play out there by Aspenson. He's got the first 2 outs.
Good run and catch, as you said. He was on the horse right away.
Yes, he had to.
Wind kind of blowing towards right center field?
I think so.
Nothing
Swing
big,
and
of
miss
course.
by Braden Schiller. No, but it may aid a high fly ball. We saw one last game that we thought was going to maybe be out of there that got over the outfielder's head and hit the warning track. But it's a pretty good poke.
It is, yes.
As far as to get one out of this field. 315 down the lines, 345 in the power alleys, and 375 in straightaway center field. The 2-1 pitch, and is a called strike. Two outs, 2-2. A little bit high. And there's a walk to Schiller. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Vance Kilman. The third baseman, number 3.
Yesterday, Chuck, Stratford jumped on Denmark for a 2-0 lead, and that held up until, about the 5th inning or so, and then Denmark kind of started showing off a little more strength in batting, I thought.
There's a hit up the middle. Good job by the second baseman. He flips on over to the shortstop covering, and that'll be the 3rd out. Nice play by Cam Boland. And we go to the 2nd inning, no score.
Thanks going out to CNC Landscaping in Viroqua, Southside, Cashton Farm Supply on Highway 27, Central Express downtown Cashton, Pasture Pride, joining forces. They are out there on Highway 27 as well. And the Chaseburg American Legion, Post 202, and Coon Valley American Legion, Post 116, helping to bring you America's game. It's baseball action here from Prairie to Chien.
Arcadia, pitcher number 23,
A couple more of our tremendous sponsors: Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op and Upper Chaseburg, Citizens First Bank in Viroqua, Coon Valley Dairy Supply, the Larry Service family, and Nanjean Schultz, Coon Valley Tax Service. A couple of great baseball families there.
The visiting half of inning number 2 will be Logan Scow, Cam Boland, and Vince Braun. For Arcadia, 6, 7, and 8 in the order. On the mound, Brandon Schiller. The ground ball. It gets past Schiller. Second baseman scoops, and good hustle there by Riley Spindler.
Yeah, talk about staying with a play.
Mm-hmm.
Able to do just that.
second baseman, number 3, Cam Boland.
It's going to bring up Cam Boland. Boland, number 3, the second baseman today. And I don't know if we've had you recap the games from yesterday already or not.
No, I didn't yet.
All right. There's a called strike on Boland.
We can give you some of those here real quick. Viroqua picked up a win, 8-0 over these Arcadia Legion squad members. Jackson, 8-0 win over Fenimore. Denmark picked up a victory, 13-3 in 6 innings over Stratford. And we just watched the game here, the 9 o'clock start.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Spindler. Over to Schmidt at first for the second out.
That was a come-from-behind victory for Little Chute in the bottom of the 7th inning, picking up 2 runs to get the victory on a walk-off single. 4-3, the final score there. And that gets us caught up to today's game where we see Arcadia and Stratford coming up after this game. Well, Prairie Chien turns around and plays again, and they will tackle a familiar foe in Fenimore.
Brings up Vince Braun, number 16, first baseman.
The 4 o'clock ball game is going to be a dandy one. In fact, I think both of these winners bracket games are going to be great games. Viroqua will tackle with Denmark. That, again, there's 2 quality programs. And speaking of quality, Little Chute, after bouncing back, they're going to take on Jackson on the field here at 7 o'clock. So 4 and 7 o'clock, your winners bracket games. Stay tuned for those.
You talk about tackling. We got football coming up next week.
My goodness, do we ever.
Yeah.
On August 1st, that's a Tuesday, that's the first day of practice. That's when we have our championship game at 4 o'clock. We could turn around potentially and have a 7 o'clock ball game. But yes, Chuck, you're right. High school football begins on August 1st.
So bring up Logan Aspenson after Braun was hit by a pitch. 2 outs. And there's a swing and miss by Aspenson. The 0-1 pitch from Schiller. Swung on, popped up. Who's going to make the call? And it will be Riley Spindler. He involved in all 3 plays for outs in this inning. We go to the home half of inning number 2, scoreless.
Well, another bunch of our sponsors, Coon Valley Telecommunications, bringing you the action today. Hope Channel 14 is working well for everyone. Countertops by Design, that's Link Buckles just outside of Westby. And one of our new sponsors, Crossing Rivers Health Center, right here in Prairie Chien, also taking care of business in the Fenimore area and providing individualized primary care to meet your family needs.
Bottom half of inning number 2 will be Brady Schmidt. Leading things off, the count 0-1 on Schmidt already. Now it's 0-2. On the first baseman, on the mound, Logan Scow. No score. It just misses from Scow.
And remember, folks, this is an elimination game, these next 2 games.
Popped up towards first. Vince Braun will make the catch for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 5, Landon. The Whistler.
All right, this is Landon Zalslan. Called strike. Landon, the right fielder, number 5. The pitch inside. It's down to coach. I think coach is just giving him the signal to hit the ball hard. 1-1, and it's going to be a pop up towards the right side. It'll be the Second baseman Cam Boland with a snow cone out there.
Yeah.
And he'll make the catch, so for out number 2.
Well, he likes to catch it twice, That just still counts as 1 out, though.
Yeah,
but
the adrenaline gives a little pump right
Yep.
there, too. It's like, all right, 2 outs. This is going to bring up Brady Berg, left-handed batter. Catcher, and a ground ball towards the first baseman. And it's going to be safe. No, it's got to be called a single.
Yeah.
We had one of those yesterday that we wrote down in the book as kind of this one here, an ME. It looked to me that Scow was there to cover the bag. The first baseman
I agree
thought
with you,
he was
Chuck.
going to try to beat out the runner, but Berg beats it out. This brings up Alec Cheaple.
Yeah, good hustle on Berg's part.
Yeah, for sure, to beat that out. And runner takes off, and the throw down to second is going to be in time to get caught stealing Berg for the third out. Go to the third, 0-0.
Thanks going out to the Denmark Youth. It's the Youth Baseball and Softball Association, along with Mark and Linda Looker, combining here to bring you the games today. Eagle Title Company down in Coon Valley, Lori Holte. Mark Evinger at Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service on the north side of Viroqua. And our thanks to First National Bank and Trust Company right out of Arcadia with reward checking, investment management, mortgage loans, and more. For your peace of mind financially, First National Bank and Trust out of Arcadia.
Top of the order here in the third inning for Arcadia. Be Max Sabota, Preston Scow, and Carson Martin. 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup. Sabota walked, then was caught stealing in the first inning. Sabota 0 for 3 yesterday. And he pops this one up out of play, I think. Third baseman hustling over to get it just in case. Oh, and it actually did stay in play.
Yeah, that hugged the building here, didn't it?
Yeah, it had to. But good hustle, but just not able to quite get there. Sabota stays alive with the count at 1-1. Count at 1-2. Two and two. Brandon Schiller on the mound for Stratford. catcher requested a check to the third base umpire. He didn't get the request granted right away. There's a fly ball out towards center field, and it's going to fall in there for a base hit for Sabota.
You know, how does that work, Chuck? Is it the up to the home plate umpire if he feels like maybe he could have the help or not?
That, in my opinion, that is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, just
okay.
because the catcher asked for it doesn't mean that the umpire
Sure.
has to grant it. That's my thought.
Yep.
All right. Third baseman moves in a couple steps here for the bunt. The bunt is put down. The third baseman will grab it. He'll throw it to first. Sacrifice complete. Kielman does a nice job there with the out.
Carson Martin.
Sabota moves on over to second. This is going to bring up Carson Martin. Martin was hit by pitch. Martin graduated this spring. Over 2 yesterday. Number 17. The one out, runner at second base now. No score in this game between Arcadia and Stratford. The swing and miss by Martin. Popped up over our heads, foul. It just misses. Getting close to that lunch hour. Come on down. Have something to eat and drink, watch some great baseball, listen to some music between innings. And again, as we said, too, right across the road here is Blues Fest. And take that in if you get the opportunity also today. You see a lot of traffic coming from Iowa. And again, not only, as we said yesterday, kind of escaping the state of Iowa. There's a kind of a blooper. Nice grab there by Brady Schmidt at first base for out number 2. And looks like at the same time some request for help has been granted. A few vehicles going across the bridge headed towards Iowa. 2 outs. Connor Walzine batting now. Walzine struck out in his first at bat. Walzine also a recent graduate. And he's going to get hit by pitch. I think that's the third hit by pitch this game, and that may be the 7th already today. Runners at first and second. Maverick Wiskowski batting. Wiskowski struck out to end the first inning. And he'll take a called strike. Brzezowski will be a senior this fall. Swings and comes up empty on that. We're in the third inning. No score between Stratford and Arcadia. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Count at 1 and 2. Fouled back by Grzyskowski. held up as far as from the swing as Drskowski, and that'll make the count now at 2-2 is all. Okay, 2-2 on the board. 2 outs. And that'll be fouled back. There's a swing and miss. We go to the bottom half of inning 3, scoreless.
Thanks going out to the Viroqua Eagles, post 2707, bringing you the action today, as well as Jim's Bar right here in Prairie du Chien. We thank Scott and the crew there. And Leisure Time Sports Bar and Bowl out there in Marquette Avenue. We thank the great crew there for helping us out with our broadcast. Back with more action in a moment.
Stratford, center fielder, number 0, Alex Capel.
All right, to the bottom half of inning number 3. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters for Stratford. This is Alex Chapel, number 0, the center fielder, batting now. Fouls that pitch off, the count at 0-1. Get no score between Arcadia and Stratford. Fouled off. On the mound, Logan Scow. Efficient pitching so far, just 23 pitches. Again, we're in the 3rd inning. The lefty will deliver the 0-2 pitch. And just misses outside to Chapel. Fly ball towards left. The left fielder will be there. And it's Max Sabota making the catch for out number 1.
Left fielder, number 13, Henry Zaleski.
Batting next will be Henry Zaleski with 1 out. The left fielder, number 13. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out towards left again. Sabota's having to back up for this, and this is going to get over his head. And Zaleski will be in there with a double.
Shortstop, number 7, Jack Tubbs.
Brings up Jack Tubbs. Tubbs base hit to right. The runner's going to be trying to score. The throw will be late. And Zaleski scores. That base hit by Tubbs.
Second
Stratford takes a 1-0 lead. Question mark, something going on as far as with Bolin there at second base. Looks to be that he's okay there. So Tubbs with the RBI, and this will bring up Riley Spindler. Spindler flew out to right field in that first inning for the second out. Tubbs gets his lead. Toss over. Close play there at first. Scowl back on the mound. No count on Spindler yet. Missed the pitch home. Called strike. Third base coach giving signs to the batter and the runner. There's a ground ball to the pitcher. The pitcher to the shortstop covering and the throw to first. We've got a double play. One run across though for Stratford in the bottom of the third. They lead 1-0. Top of the fourth inning. It'll be Logan Scow, Cam Bolin, and Vince Braun. 6, 7, and 8 in the order for Arcadia. Arcadia trailing 1-0. Brandon Schiller back on the mound. That was pitch number 63 for Schiller. Swing and miss by Scow. Scow 0 for 1. Another swing and miss by Scow. Scow grounded back. Pitcher touched it with his glove. The second baseman fielded it and threw him out for the first one here. Scow probably not making any points as far as with his coaches right there as he popped that up and did not run it out. First out. And brings up Cam Boland. Boland pops a pitch foul.
Well, Chuck, I think we're back up and running now on Twitch, so thanks to the folks for your patience and that. But every once in a while, it's really weird. Our upload speed drops below 5, and we need at least 8 to 10 to get the job done. And so I'm moving our box around trying to find where we get that connection. So we'll see how long it lasts.
Okay, the count 1-1 with 1 out. Count 2-1.
Thanks to Nordic Lanes helping us out, Scott and Sue Sordahl and West B. O'Reilly Auto Parts. You'll find auto parts store here in Prairie du Chien, of course, for Rokla, and Organic Valley. Keeping things simple and honest. That's Cashton and Lafarge.
Counted 2-2 to Bolin. Count is full. Bolin will take the walk.
First baseman, number 16, Vince Bolin.
Score 1-0. Brings up Vince Braun. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Throw down to first. Back safely is Boland. Braun has been hit by a pitch. Down to coach for a sign. Got that. Runner at first gets his. Uh-oh. Gets his lead. Kind of faked a steal attempt, and as he faked, Schiller threw over to first, and Boland was picked off.
Yeah, it was no man's land there.
No. So now with 2 outs, Braun batting with the count 1-0. The called strike. Pop foul. That was pitch number 75 by Schiller. Top of the 4th inning. 2 outs. Ground ball hit towards the first baseman. Brady Schmidt will gather it up. Step on the bag for out number 3. We go to the bottom half of inning number 4. 1-0 is our score. bottom half of inning number 4. It would be Braden Schiller, Vance Kilman, and Brady Schmidt. 3-4-5 for Stratford. Schiller just kind of a wave at that pitch. Logan Scow back on the mound for Arcadia. Very efficient so far pitching-wise. That was just his 31st pitch. So an average of 10 per inning. There's another strike on Schiller.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job with
He's
things.
done a very good job. Given up 3 hits, but there's base hit number 4.
Diving try by the shortstop, just couldn't quite reach it.
That will bring up Vance Kilman. Kilman with the fielder's choice so far to end the first inning. There's a fly ball out towards right, and Logan Aspenson will make the catch for out number 1.
Nice job out there by Aspenson as he, used both hands on that just to make sure he had a secure grab.
I know we both like that
Yeah.
versus seems to be the trend anymore to just take the one hand and
Yeah.
take a swipe at it. Usually they get them. There's a line drive towards left. It's going to be in there for a base hit by Brady Schmidt.
It's that 1 in 40 or 50 that will usually bite you
Yeah.
when they don't use 2 hands.
Yeah, that is right. Landon Z will be batting now. He popped out to the second baseman. Landon will be a senior this fall. Looking for his first base hit of the tournament. Runner on second takes off, and he'll be into third. Without a throw.
That was just a terrific jump.
And the runners at first and third for Landon. Looking to pick up another run or 2. For Stratford, they lead 1-0 the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is outside. Again, a beautiful day here in Prairie. Great day for baseball. And a walk.
Thanks to Peck's Corner out there in Cashton on County D. PDC Dentistry right here in Prairie du Chien, the Thompson family. Proline Printing is Chet Melcher as he worked with the squads and, of course, Prairie du Chien with the programs today. Well, a timeout on the field. Looks like we might have ourselves a pitching change.
Couple changes here. Now pitching will be Preston Scow. Caden Roddering comes in at third base. And batting is Brady Berg with 1 out. Bases are full.
I tell you what, Chuck, the catcher just took that one right off the old chest protector there.
Runner's getting good leads here. The base is loaded. And this is going to be a pop foul out of play. The count at 2-1 to Berg. Berg has singled. And was caught stealing. Berg will be a sophomore this year in school. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. The first baseman's going to bring it home for an out. So we'll still go with bases loaded.
Center fielder, number 0, Alex Capel.
Nice heads-up play by the first baseman.
Yeah. And that will be now with 2 outs. And this brings up Alex Chapel. Number 0 is flown out to left field. Chapel will be a junior this fall. 1 for 3 yesterday. Looking to get on base here. Bring at least 1 run across the plate for Stratford. The 1-1 pitch. It's a called strike. Again, this is Preston Scow pitching now. And that's going to be fouled off.
Well, for Arcadia, if they can get out of this unscathed, that would be huge.
Yes, it would. Another pitch fouled off by Chapel.
He's just hanging in there. Doing what he can.
More pitches you see to your advantage.
You kind of get the timing and such.
The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. And there's kind of a check swing foul ball down the first base side. You know, kind of a smart move there by the first baseman, as he saw that Chapel was not running that one out. And if that would have went fair, boom, boom, out.
Yeah, exactly.
So a smart play there by the first baseman to let that roll.
That would have been the one time you're wishing it would roll back in fair territory.
Yeah. On a defensive standpoint.
Yep.
2-2 pitch. Count is full. 2 outs. Runners will get a head start here. And a run will score on a walk to Chapel.
Well, you know what? Credit Chapel on that battle there. He was down 1-2 in the count and a couple foul balls, Chuck. And then, like you said, the advantage kind of goes back to that batter in a little while.
Yeah, this is Henry Zaleski. Zaleski has a double and a run scored. There's a ground ball right back to Scow, the pitcher, and Scow over to Braun at first for out number 3. But another run across for Stratford. They lead 2-0. We'll go to the 5th.
Thanks to Rural Mutual Insurance, the Kevin Blusky Agency in downtown Viroqua, Scenic Bluffs Community Health, corporate office right there in Cashton, and Sealand's Carpet Land, bringing you the ball games today. Tim Sealand and his family there in Coon Valley. We also want to say thank you as we come back to Snowflake Ski and Golf. And tell you what, a great place to go there for your work on your golf game. Right here in Prairie, Chien, it's Sports World Dice Sports. Keeping track of all of the games here throughout. And Kelly Olson with Street Smart Driving School. And Chuck, I took away a play.
No problem. It was a quick pop-up and fielded nicely by Brady Berg for the first out. And the batter there would have been Logan Aspenson. Back to the top of the order, and Max Sabota. Sabota has walked. Advanced on a wild pitch and was caught stealing, and as he's also singled. Sabota just finished his sophomore year in high school, second team all-conference player. 1 for 4 now in the tournament. Brandon Schiller back on the mound for Stratford. Schiller at pitch number 81 just delivered. And that was a ball. So a walk to Sabota.
Now batting the pitcher, number 6, Preston Scow.
Let's bring up Preston Scow. Scow played third, now pitching. Has a single and a sacrifice. He also 1 for 4 in the tournament. He'll be a senior this fall. Asks for time, is granted the time. Now steps back in.
I was just thinking, it's a long wait right there in the batter's box. Thanks.
And did the batter then ask for?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, a long hold there by the pitcher. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. He's got it, steps on the bag, and then a double play. Nice job there by Riley Spindler to get the out.
That was just, he was so calm and he just knew what he was going to do. Well, our thanks going out to SUPS with, of course, your gymnasiums and all kinds of great supplements. That's Brent Scheckler. Swenson out of Fenimore, I should mention. Swenson Doors out of Iroquois helping us out today. Thanks to Mark and Sean. And Sue Tiller Furniture, reminding you they're going out of business. It's time to retire. Stop in at their block-wide building. Check out all the specials going on. I do want to say thank you to Kurt Spaeth, Next Gen Home Real Estate Agent. Of course, that's his business out of Stratford. We appreciate his wonderful support as we watch the Stratford Legion team with a 2-0 lead right now in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Leading things off for Stratford will be Jack Tubbs. He'll be followed by Riley Spindler and then Braden Schiller. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Caden Roddering on over to first for out number 1.
Nice play there by the third baseman. He came in replacing Scow. Am I saying
Correct.
it right?
That's correct. Well, that's the way I've been pronouncing it. So
okay.
we think it's correct. Yep. Quick shout out. I doubt if he's listening, but if he is, again to Tommy Hoffman and his family up in Stratford. Tommy, a former student of both Ken and I, and also one of our former wrestlers. So,
yeah.
Again, I talked to Tommy. If you are listening, I talked to a lady that said that your wife had babysit for their kids, and hope you're having a good day. Riley Spindler batting now. Spindler 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit in the tournament. He'll be a sophomore this fall. Has flown out to right field and hit into a double play. And he'll reach via the walk. That'll bring up Braden Schiller. Pitcher. Schiller a walk and then a single and a run scored. Foul ball. Schiller graduated this past spring. Second team all-conference player. And 2 for 4 in the tournament so far. So miss by Schiller. Fouled off by Schiller. Stratford leads by a score of 2-0. In their half, the home half of inning number 5. Runner takes off, throw on down to second. And the runner's going to be safe. That throw would have been on target. I think we would have had it.
Yeah, it was up on the third base side of second, and shortstop doing a great job just to try and get the tag on him, but good slide in there also.
Yes, it was. So Spindler now at second base gets his lead. Count 1-1 on Schiller. It's Preston Scowl in relief of Logan Scowl on the mound. Logan Scowl had thrown 39 pitches. I don't know the pitch count situation thing there neither.
Yeah.
But, if keeping him below 40 was the part of the thing, or it was just a situation at that time too.
Yeah,
Collegiate baseball has a little bit different
just
pitch,
a touch.
pitch situation than high school baseball. And Schiller down to first with a walk.
Now we're going to get a discussion here on the mound. We'll see what happens in a moment.
Change in the pitcher.
Fielder.
Well, we're finally back, Chuck. We did have that pitching change.
Yes, and it's Max Sabota coming in now to pitch. Preston Scow goes to third base, and Caden Rottering goes out to left field. This is Vince Keelman batting with runners at first and second. One out. Keelman, fielder's choice and a fly ball to right. He'll be a junior this fall. Keelman, honorable mention all conference. Keelman 1 for 5 in the tournament. Pitch is a called strike to Keelman. There's a ground ball, scooped by the third baseman, and the throw. Oh, they've got.
Uh-oh. Lead guy is going to be
there, and the runner at second took off. He was thinking that maybe there was an out, I'm guessing.
Well, that'll happen once in a while.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
Again, you kind of go back to what you said earlier, Chuck, in that previous game. It's, you're being aggressive. You're trying to make some things happen. Unfortunately, it happened the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. So now we have 2 outs. And there's a fly ball to the second baseman, and Cam Bolin will make the catch for the third out. Nobody scores for Stratford. It's 2-0. We go to the 6th.
Thanks going out to the Thirsty Turtle. There we go. Thirsty Turtle in Stoddard. Thrive Wellness. Dr. Martin Midas in Cashton. And, of course, Channel 14, Vernon Communications, and Vernon Electric. Richland Electric, 75-plus years. Our Touchstone Energy Co-ops helping us out today.
Top of the 6th inning, it'll be Carson Martin, Connor Wolzine, and Maverick Luskowski. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup for Arcadia. Arcadia trails 2-0. Again, top of the 6th inning. Carson Martin has been hit by a pitch. Popped out to the first baseman. Martin graduated this past spring. Second team, all conference, all state player for Arcadia. 0 for 3 in the tournament.
So you're saying he's ready to bust loose.
Yeah, yep. If you look at all the information given to us, again, appreciate the information given to us mostly by the coaching staff of the 8 teams that are here, but then in a couple cases we went to a couple parents, I guess, and picked up some numbers. So if they're Their son was given an all-conference nod. Never really got it. Yeah, that's the way it goes. We're going to give him credit for it. All right. Connor Walzine batting. Walzine has struck out and been hit by a pitch. Quick toss over to first. Trying to catch Martin there. Brandon Schiller pitching. Pitch number 89. We're in the 6th inning. And coach is going to go out and chat with him.
We'll take a little break and be right back. We'll see what happens. Well, kind of a short discussion there. Thanks going out to Vernon Acres and Vernon Manor, 2 facilities on the north side of Viroqua.
Schiller stays in the game. That was pitch number 90. Connor Walzine batting now. They're still with the count 2-1. Runner on first is Carson Martin. Nobody out. Pitch fouled back. Now we're at 2-2.
Vernon Acres and Vernon Manor, of course, with health care, that Vernon Acres, a brand new, I say brand new complex, couple years old now, but that's a pretty neat program they got going on.
Count goes full on Walzine. Walzine, again, maybe I've already said that too, has just finished his senior year in high school. Walzine pops this up. Who's going to take it? It's going to be the first baseman making the call. Brady Schmidt will make the catch.
Well, that nearly spun away from him, too. But he stayed with it. Well, Zine, of course, I tell you what, there is your one of your top-notch players for Arcadia. Excellent pitcher.
Yeah. Player of the year in the conference All-State. This is going to bring up Maverick Dreskowski. And a balk will be called.
And they're going to have a quick chat here. Can't move those shoulders, and that's what happened. That's what Bill Hanna is trying to explain to him, to the coach, that is. As they do that, our thanks to the VFW of Viroqua on the south side. And go a little further south, and it's the Viroqua Hills Golf Course. And I tell you what, a couple great facilities right there, and we appreciate their terrific support.
So the runner on second base now. Dreskowski pops it up down the first base side, and it's going to be out of play. Dreskowski will be a senior this fall. 2 appearances today, 2 strikeouts, 1 for 5 in the tournament. Honorable mention all conference. Ground ball. The pitcher's going to get it. Maybe. No. It's going to stay fair.
Wow.
I don't think either one of us could have rolled that any better to keep that stay fair.
For sure. Well, now we're going to get a pitching change as coach comes out and he signals for maybe his left fielder. We'll find out after this. Our thanks going out to another one of our wonderful sponsors, WCCU, the Westby Co-op Credit Union, located in 9 convenient locations now, as well as the Westby American Legion, always looking for new members that would like to join. Contact John Stoltz or any of the current crew. Well, Chuck, a pitching change was made. Let's take a look at who came on board.
This will be Henry Zaleski pitching now, and Schiller goes to the outfield. Batting, throw down to second. Zagowski will be in there with the stolen base. And batting now,
Rodding?
Roddering.
Roddering.
Caden Roddering, yes. Roddering's first plate appearance.
Well, this is Arcadia's best shot here in the ball game.
Yep, runners at second and third. 1 out. 1-2 pitch to Roddering. It's going to be high. And a strikeout. For out number 2.
Second baseman, number 3, Chien Bowler.
Zaleski coming into a tough spot here. And he's got one of the outs that he needs. Arcadia. With the runners at second and third. This is Cam Boland. Boland has grounded to the second baseman. Walked. Boland graduated this past spring. 1 for 3 in the tournament. Like to pick up a base hit right here.
Yeah, if he was 2 for 4, he would be real happy.
Yes, he would. 2-1 pitch. Boland comes up empty. Two. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. And there's a strikeout. Zaleski comes in and puts the fire out, as they say. We go to the home half of inning number 6. Stratford with a 2-0 lead.
Ball games today being brought to you by Westby Co-op Creamery. Over 140 local family farms helping out with today's broadcast.
batting right fielder, number 5, Landon, the Whistler.
I just noticed it. It looked like it was doing okay.
All right, the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters for Stratford. Landon Z batting now. He has flown out to second base and walked. He'll be a senior this fall. Stratford holding that 2-0 lead.
I'll go give it a try here.
Home half of inning number 6. Stratford came into this game with a record of 24-5 on the season, summer season. Arcadia with a record of 15-10. Count 1-2. It's Max Sabota on the mound for Arcadia. Ground ball, foul, third base side. Pretty well played ball game so far. Okay. Count 2-2 to the right fielder. Pitch. A called strike 3. That'll bring up Brady Berg, number 4.
Catcher number 4, Brady Bird.
Berg, 1 for 2 today. He'll be a sophomore this fall, catching. 2 for 5 in the tournament. Brady Berg. Here's the pitch. Inside. One down. Bottom of the 6th. Count evens at 1. Three more games today. Count it 1-2 to Berg. There's a fly ball out towards left. The left fielder, Caden Roddering, will make the catch for out number 2.
Outfielder, number 0, Alec Chapel.
To bring up Alec Chapel. Chapel has flown out to left and walked. There, ground ball to Weltzing, and that will be the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 7th. Arcadia needs 2.
Well, coming back here, we thank all those terrific sponsors. And, of course, final one was Shane Nottestead with Zip Stop and, of course, 7 great locations throughout the Cooley area. And for those of you watching on Twitch, we are keeping our fingers crossed here that we can keep the feed going here as we're struggling with the bandwidth right now. But, again, we're doing this on Wi-Fi, and we thank all of you for your patience. Let's turn the mic back to Chuck here.
All right, top of the 7th, Ken, and Arcadia needing 2 runs to tie this up. That'll be Vince Braun, Logan Asmunson in the top of the order. Braun just graduated, fouls that one off. Braun with a hit by pitch, a grounder, 3 unassisted. First baseman today. And there's a strikeout. Stratford 2 outs away from a win.
Well, and I think our number 16 just got told that he can sit down the rest of the ball game if it goes into extra innings here.
All right.
Now batting number 25, Max Blasco.
Okay, we have a Max Blasco batting. Number 25 in the lineup for Arcadia with 1 out. Count 0-1 on Blasco. Make it 1-1. 1 down again. We're in the 7th. Arcadia needs 2 to tie. Well pitched ball game by both teams so far. Good defense. 2-1 pitch. That's foul. Yeah, that went off the batter.
That was easy to see. That one was.
Yeah.
So many times it's not, but that one you could kind of see it rocket off his leg.
But Blasco ran her down anyway. Good hustle there. Count 2-2 to Blasco. And Zaleski comes in. And that's 4 strikeouts in a row for Zaleski.
Now batting pitcher number 11, Max Sabota.
And back up to the top of the order with 2 outs. This is Max Sabota. Sabota 1 for 2 today and a walk. Sabota, second team all-conference. Player for Arcadia. He'll be a junior this fall. Left-handed batter steps back in with the count at 0-1. Make it a foul ball. There, good hustle by Zaleski to make sure it stayed foul. Arcadia down to that last strike. Brady Berg, he's done that a couple times. He sets that bat right straight up, so all the that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yep.
The 0-2 pitch. And there's a called strike 3. Zaleski, 5 strikeouts in a row here to end the game.
Wow, that was unbelievable there. Coming away with the win, Stratford. We'll take a little time out, come back with the recap of today's ball game after this. Back we come. We saw another great ball game. Of course, we kind of expect that anymore now, Chuck, with you're in the state tournament series, and it's everybody's playing the hearts out. Everybody's doing what they can. Let's go through with that recap of this previous ball game.
All right, Stratford wins by a score of 2-0. Arcadia, no runs. They have 3 hits. And for Stratford, they'll move on. Stratford, 2 runs on 6 hits. Those 6 hits scattered among 6 different ball players. Again, Stratford wins 2-0.
Equal distribution, right?
Mm-hmm. And congratulations to Drzeskowski, as Maverick Drzeskowski named to the all-tournament team.
For Arcadia.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's take a look now at the upcoming ball game. Coming up next year will be Fenimore, who lost yesterday 8-0 to Jackson. They will now take on Prairie, Chien, who lost this morning in that makeup game. They lost 4-3 to Little Chute. So that's an elimination game coming up here at around 1, maybe between 1:15. So we're practically caught back up here in our regular schedule for this tournament. So hats off to the guys and to the teams, the way they've been playing. It's very quick ball games. So we will see you real soon back here on the diamond at Prairie Chien with Fenimore and the Grasshoppers coming up here in just a little bit. For Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll return here with more in a moment's time.